I'm Anjali Varma, and you're watching The Modern Mompreneur. And today I'm joined by Yael Friedman of Baked by Yael. Hi, Yael.
Hi, Anjali.
Yael has a cake pop business that is online, but recently completed a crowdfunding campaign for a physical store location. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, tips on crowdfunding campaigns. So Yael, can you tell us a little bit about your cake pops and your decision to crowdfund?
Absolutely. So these are the cake pops. They have cake and frosting inside, and then they're dipped in a candy coating.
They're delicious.
And so I had my business for a couple of years, and it was an online business, and I was getting to the point where I was ready to open up a storefront. So I had to figure out how I was going to finance it. And I thought that I had three options. The first was to finance it with my personal finances, which was not possible. The second was to get a bank loan, which is possible, but it's really tough in this economic environment. And the third option would be to get investors. And with investors, you have to give up control of your company. So that's also a tough one. So I was talking to some of my friends, and one of them mentioned that actually there's a fourth option, which is crowdfunding. And so for Kickstarter, the campaign that I launched, essentially I was having people pre-order cake pops. So they ordered cake pops back in May and they paid for them. And then that way I can use all of that money to help me build out the store, and they'll get their cake pops when I open it.
Great, and so that's kind of how the deal or the Kickstarter campaign is structured, right? There is, you set a goal and then there are certain rewards levels. Can you talk a little bit about that and how you determine those reward levels?
Yeah, absolutely. So I thought that I knew what I wanted the rewards to be, but it was an important decision. So I actually created a survey, an online survey, and I sent it to all of my friends and customers, but more importantly, I sent it to people that I didn't know. And I got very helpful feedback on what rewards worked, what reward levels didn't work, and from there I was able to craft a reward structure that I think worked out very well.
Can you give us an example of one or two rewards that you did for your campaign?
Yeah, sure. One reward I had at the $15 level was a wristband that said, "Best cake pop ever." But it turned out that really nobody was interested in that, and so ultimately I decided not to offer that as a reward. But on the other hand, I had a signature cake pop gift basket, this actually, for $40. And I found that a lot of people actually wanted to pledge $50. So I increased it to $50 and I included shipping.
Okay, and what was your goal, the goal of your campaign, and how did you drive that number?
My goal was $70,000. I initially wanted it to be $100,000 or more, but I realized that that was not realistic. So $70,000 was still very bold. But what I did was I just told everybody who I knew and had ever met about my Kickstarter campaign. I contacted the media and tried to get as much press as I could. And really the key was just to spread the word and get people excited and keep them excited.
And she did an amazing job of that. You were on CNN, you were kind of all over the place. I heard about this campaign from multiple sources.
Yep.
So do you have tips for people out there who are looking to do the crowdfunding route and keep that excitement up too?
Yeah, absolutely. My first tip would be to do a lot of research. Spend some time on Kickstarter and the other sites and see what people in your industry are doing to find out what worked, what didn't work, and why. And then you can use that information to craft a really successful campaign. I would also encourage people to spend a lot of time thinking about the reward structure and also put together a really good video, because that's going to be the first impression that people get from you. And third, really the key is to keep the momentum going and not get discouraged.
Great. And how long does it take to usually get the Kickstarter funds after you've run a campaign?
Oh, I think it was within a week. It was very soon afterwards.
So would you recommend it to other people, to other business owners?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It was a successful campaign, but I also got a lot of new customers from it.
Thanks so much to Yael Friedman of Baked by Yael. Would love to hear from you on your thoughts on crowdfunding. And if you want other tips on parenting, entrepreneurism, and lifestyle, please subscribe to my blog at themodernmompreneur.com.